channel. My name is Laura and today is Saturday, so it's Weight Watcher check-in. I just came out of my meeting. I am down 1.6 this week and my total loss is 11.8. I'm really excited about that because I did eat some crappy things this week, but I also ate some good healthy things this week. So what did I eat that was unhealthy this week? Well, the school, I work in a cafeteria, and the school was having cheeseburgers. So I was craving a cheeseburger. So one day this week I had a cheeseburger for lunch, but luckily I had a really low breakfast. So I had the points and I was able to eat that. I also had French fries this week. And I also had funnel cake this week. No, I didn't eat the whole funnel cake. That's 33 points. But I shared it with my kids and I had 1/4 of that. So it was like an 8-pointer thing. So I did eat a lot of unhealthy things, but I did stay within my daily points. I also was eating a lot of fish this week. I had tuna fish for lunch. I had salmon twice this week. Yeah, fresh salmon. No one in my house eats it except for me and Daisy. Daisy eats the other portion, so it's like a meal for me and a meal for Daisy. Yeah, whatever I don't eat, I give to her, and we share it. So it's I always ask for a sliver. It's a $5 portion, and I eat most of it, and I give the rest to the dog. Okay. This week they were talking about finding more time in your day, and doing more things for yourself. So my main thing, but I did this before Weight Watchers, my main thing is find out what's taking up so much of your time. So before I couldn't read it as much, and I was like, at the point before I started my YouTube channel, I was reading 12 books a year. So I was like trying to figure out what was taking up so much of my time. I had these silly apps on my phone, game apps, and they were taking up way too much time. Yeah, so I decided that year, I think it was in 2015, when I started my YouTube channel, I deleted all the apps. I was playing Candy Crush, I was playing Farm, and I just took it off my phone. I took off Scrabble or Word with Friends. I took that off my phone. It was taking up too much time. So I deleted everything, and that year I think I read about 50 books. I don't remember how much, but this year, I read 52 books so far. We're in the month of September. Now, I think that's taking up my time is Netflix. But I'm really enjoying what I've been watching. I watched the whole Riverdale series. I watched some other things on there. I watched Game of Thrones, not on Netflix, but I rented that from the library. I watched the whole season all the way to the end. So TV is taking up my time, and that's where that's when I'm not reading so much. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, moving on to what I bought today. Okay, so Weight Watchers is having this sale this week where you buy a food and you get a food free. So they have this new product which I'm going to try out this week. I'm tired of eating eggs and drinking my shake. That's what I have for breakfast. I either have an egg meal. Today I had a yogurt meal for breakfast, or I have my shake, the pure protein shake. But today I bought this one. It's called the protein pancake, and it comes with 2 servings, and there's 2 cups here, and they're 3 points each. So It's a little more than my Pure Protein shake because my Pure Protein is only 2 points, but this is 3 points, and I figured I could add it in and like give a variety of what I'm eating for breakfast. I'm gonna try this out. Now, I've heard at the people in the Weight Watchers meeting said yes, you could add fruit to it, but cook it first, then add the fruits because it gets a little mushy. So that's what I plan on doing. You make this right in the microwave. It's gonna be quick and easy. I also make my eggs in the microwave. I need quick breakfast because I'm on the run and I have to be at work at 8:30. So yeah, so I'm gonna try this out. And then on the way out, I found this. This is a Fit pedometer. It tracks your steps. Now, yes, my phone tracks my steps, but I found that sometimes I put my phone down and I'm walking around the house without the phone on me, or sometimes I'm wearing jogging pants and the phone there's no pockets, so I figured I would get this. This would be more accurate. I'll wear this either on my shoe. She said I even could put it on my sock, or I could put it on my waistband, and this will probably track better than my phone. I will still use my phone, but then I would add and see what the difference is. So this is on sale this week. They had it on sale for $5. It's normally $15. So I was like, you know what? For $5, I'm going to try it out and see if it works better. And my school, we have a competition starting October 1st. The whole school, all the staff members are tracking their steps, and we have to give them our weekly steps. So I'm hoping that our school wins this year. Last year, the high school won. We're in an elementary school, so I'm going to be participating in that. I already made my tracker journal in my bullet journal. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing for this. So what else do I have to share today? Not really that much, Weight Watchers wise, but as always, I will put the food that I ate this week. I think I did a new gadget that I bought too. I might add this to the end of this. I bought a new gadget when I started Weight Watchers. It's fantastic chop maker, and I will add this. I'll add it into this video so you could see if you like it or not. It's a great product. I think it was like $15 or $20 on Amazon. So yeah, I'll put the video that I did. I don't think I posted it yet, so I'll put it at the end of this video, and then after that I will put the pictures of the food I ate this week. Yeah, what else do I have to say? I think that's it. So anyway, that's my update for this week. I'm doing great. Down again, 1.6. I'm very happy about that. Oh, I did move a lot this week. What did I do? We had a full week, except we had off on Wednesday. We had a full week of school, and I reached 10,000 steps every day. So I think that helped me along, especially with eating the hamburger this week. But the 10,000 steps every day, I didn't do any exercise, but I did add more steps to my daily routine. So yeah, I think that helped out a lot. I bought, since I started Weight Watchers 4 months ago, I've come across a couple of new products that I have purchased along my journey. And today I am going over this chopper thing that I bought. I bought this off of Amazon. It is very compact. I'm really loving this. I'm using this a lot. It comes like this. It is all the tools are inside. It's a chopper slicer. It also juices. I could use lemon juice. There's a juicer in here. Okay, so it all is compact like this, and this is how I store it. It does. I could put it on the top wrap on my dishwasher. But I mostly hand wash it because I'm afraid it's going to get damaged, and I really enjoy this product. Okay, so this thing is it does cheeses. It grates cheeses, this side. And then this side, it opens up and it has a slicing machine inside. And it slices onions, carrots, anything you want to slice into little pieces. So I use this a lot when I make my bean, anything no chop things that I make. I use this a lot. So anyway, I'm going to demonstrate how this works today. I'm going to open this up and everything is stored inside of it. So here the lid comes off and all the other gadgets are inside. It's like this, and there is this thing here that you use to slice off, like if you're doing slicing oranges. That comes out, and then this whole compartment thing comes out of the box, which is really nice because it stores everything together. I used to have another one that the pieces were separate and like all my pieces were all over the place. And then I have this container that stores all the food in. Okay, so each little piece comes out, it slides out. I really like this one. This one I used for my lemon. I had a recipe that I used lemon juice. It squeezes the nice lemons out of it, and the pits are stuck on top because there's a grate here, which is really nice. There is another slicing piece here. This one does slicing, and it like shreds it a little bit. I don't use that much. This one grates cheese. This is the blade that I use a lot when I want to cut slicing orange, slicing of what else did I use it for? Tomatoes. There is a sharp blade. This covers it. There's a plastic piece that covers this very sharp blade. So just be careful, especially when you are washing it and leaving it on the counter or whatever. Be careful with little ones. That little plastic piece covers the blade so you don't get cut. Okay, the only piece that I haven't found out what it does yet is this. I think that you can, I think it's a grater, like a peeler. So this part pulls out, and there is a peeling part here. I think it peels, like if you're peeling potatoes, but I haven't used it yet. So yeah, so it's this side is that part. And then the other side, just be careful because it's bladey. The other side has a sharp blade as well. Yes, I think that's what it's for when you're peeling like the skin off a carrot or a potato. So yeah, I haven't used this yet because I have my own one that I use all the time. So yeah, so that's what this is for. And then it has bigger pieces to chop bigger pieces, and this is really huge pieces, like if you want really huge. I mainly use the small one because I liked my onions really small. I like my my peppers really small, my celery really small. So that's what I use. Alright, so I take that out, and today I am making chili, and I'm going to share with you the cutting and how easy and fast it is to cut like a like an onion or a pepper today. So that's what I'm going to share with you. Yeah, you take this out and you leave it aside. Okay, I'm trying to find the best angle to film this at, but this is the best I can do. So anyway, I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to cut off the skin. I'm going to cut the skin off and the skin off on the other side. And then what I do is I slice a little bit off the side, and then I can peel the whole thing off. So here we go, peeling off the skin. And once I get the skin off, I can put it through the machine and make a little slicing. So when I do the slicing, just be warned, it is very loud, and It makes a pounding sound. So I'm going to cut this into small pieces, like quarterly. I think a quarter could fit. So now I have 4 pieces of onion. And I'm going to take the machine and I'm going to put the one little piece of onion on the top of the blade, which is this one. I like that blade the best because it makes little pieces of onion. So I'm going to put this on top of the onion, on top of the grate thing, so it looks like this. It's hard to film upside down, but here you go. It fits nicely on there. Now, this is where the sound's going to come in, so be prepared. It's going to be very loud. You're going to take this machine and you're going to take the cover and you're going to push down really hard, and it's going to make a very loud noise. Ready? Okay, so I chopped it. It went all into the bottom, as you can see, and it chopped the onion really nicely into nice sized pieces. Now this is great when I make my no cook meals, like my bean dip and my anything that I use that has no cook. I have a couple of recipes that my husband likes, so it's peppers and onions and tomatoes and salsa, and everything's chopped like this size. It's really, really good. Alright, so I'm going to take another piece, stick it on there, and write down. Very simple, very easy. It takes 2 seconds. My kids could even do this. As you notice that I only pushed it down a little. It didn't cut the whole thing. I push it hard till it makes that clicking sound, and it cuts everything, which is really, really great. Here we go. Very hard. Look at all those onions that I have chopped now. Now, since this meal, I need to put onions and peppers. Sometimes I empty this box out if I want the things separately, but I think today I could continue on. I could chop up my pepper, and I think I have some celery that I want to cut for this meal. Okay, on to the pepper. I cut my pepper like this, and this part I still use, so I'm going to cut this part off here. I could still use that little piece, cut this piece off, and go all around the whole pepper. Alright, so now I have these little pieces. Now the inside of the pepper, this is what you have to eliminate. So you're going to take this and eliminate the inside. So I'm going to go over the garbage can usually, and I pull out the inside, and there's some seeds there, and I will shake it over the garbage. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so then I will cut this up into a little sections so I can stick it into the chopper. Little sections. This might be too big, but I'm going to try it. Okay, so now my onions I chopped on this side. Now the whole great thing about this, say I wanted my onions on one side and my peppers on the other, I'm going to take the thing, the top lid, I'm going to switch it and switch it over. So now when I chop, my peppers will fall on this side. Okay? So let's see if the peppers fit. They fit perfectly onto that square. I don't know if you can't see from being up. Here, I'm going to tilt it a little so you can see. So it fits perfectly on that square. As long as it's on the square, you can cut. And here we go, really hard. And it chopped it. You can see at the bottom, it chopped it. So I'm going to put more in. And continue chopping until all my peppers are done. And that is, as you can see, sometimes I don't push hard enough, but as long as you hear that snap, it cuts the stuff. So here we go. Everything is complete. So now I have my green peppers on one side, my onions on the other side. I can continue on because there is still a lot more room. I can still chop one more stuff, or I could take the stuff out and put it in a separate bowl or something. Now we're going to move over to my other product that I purchased. I purchased this way before I started Weight Watchers though. but I've used this through my Weight Watcher journey. This is called the Instant Pot. I got this at Walmart. I don't remember how much I paid. It was like a lot of money, like I think 80 bucks, but it's well worth it. I got the large size, and I use this for my chili. Now I use this for my chili. I steam vegetables in it. I also cook some other meals. Justin likes this bolognese sauce over the spaghetti, which he really likes with the chopped meat. So today I have chopped meat. I defrosted my chopped meat in the microwave. I know. But that's how I do it, because I don't pre-plan, so I had to use the microwave. So we're gonna start my chili into this Instant Pot, and the recipe that I use is this one. It was from Pinterest. I changed that a little bit. It's the Instant Pot Wendy's Copycat Chili. I changed the recipe to fit my needs, and this is how I make it. I use 1 tablespoon of olive oil, vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 large onion chopped, which I use my chopper, 1 bell pepper chopped, which I use the chopper, and 6 celery sticks. I only used 4 celery sticks because my kids don't like celery that much, so I only used 4. Now, when it says the package, McCormick's chili seasoning, I do not use the seasoning. I make my own. So I have a recipe which is behind this one called the homemade chili seasoning. This is what I use in my seasoning. I use chili powder, cumin, cayenne pepper, which I leave out, the garlic powder, onion powder, and salt and pepper. I leave the cayenne pepper out because my kids don't like it spicy. So yeah, so that's what I put in as my seasoning. Back to the original recipe. Here we go. This is where my recipe changes. After the seasoning, I use 1 cup of water, but I change my beans. I do not use the rest of the part of the recipe. So what I use, I'm going to move over to what I use. I used 1 can of black beans. I get that from ShopRite. I use 1 can of diced tomatoes, which I use any brand that has no salt added, because I can't use that much salt because my husband has a condition. So I try to get no salt added. Then I use 1 crushed tomatoes, and that is it. That's what I use in my chili, just those 3 cans. My meat, my chopped meats, which I have here, and then my vegetables that I chopped up already, and all my seasonings. To start, I press saute. I put some, it's 30-minute saute. Don't worry about the time. I put some oil in here, and then I'm going to put my chopped meat in there to start cooking. Okay, I threw the chopped meat in there, so I'm going to, this is going to get very hot very soon. And I'm going to chop up the chopped meat a little bit so it's not so chunky. So this is going to start to boil on us very quickly. So just be careful, do not hit the pot. Okay, I screwed up a little bit. I was supposed to put the garlic in first, then the chopped meat, and I forgot. So I'm doing it at the same time as the beef. So hopefully it will come out the same. We always make errors when I'm trying to film or doing something really quickly and I didn't read my recipe. So we're just going to brown this up, and once it's brown, I'm going to add all the other ingredients. So you got to keep stirring it or it starts to burn. Yeah, so that's what I am doing now. Okay, so once the meat is all brown, that's when you're going to add all the vegetables that I cut up before in the little chopper thing. So here we go. We're gonna add all that in, that fresh, yummy stuff. Sorry, I'm holding the camera and trying to do this at the same time. Here we go. Lots of stuff in there. I'm going to scrape this stuff down and then stir it. So you just cook this for a little bit, just until the onions look a little translucent. And then we're going to add everything else on top of this, and then we're going to set the crock pot, the Instant Pot, I think for 10 minutes on manual. And that's it. And then you just have to wait for it to cook. Now, when I serve this up, my kids, yes, my kids, all three of them eat this, which is really amazing. Okay, the only reason they eat this is because I serve it with chips. They love to put the chips into their meals. So yeah. The tomato juice, sauce, tomatoes. We're going to stir that up a bit, and then I'm going to add the spices in. And then I'm going to close the lid, and I got to stir this. I'm trying to stir with one hand. So I'm going to stir that. Look how yummy that looks. Now, this doesn't have the spices in it yet, but this is very yummy. Now, I do add a cup of water, and it does make it a little liquidy. So when I serve it, my husband likes to use the slotted spoon so he doesn't get all that liquidness. But you need the liquid with this pressure cooker to work. So yeah, so now that's that. I'm going to add all the seasoning in now. Now my spoon doesn't fit. Now I'm adding my seasonings in. So that's 1 tablespoon of chili powder. All my seasoning is in there. I'm going to stir this up. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of water, and I'm going to close the lid onto this and set it for 10 minutes and let it cook. So yeah, stir this nice chili. So I'm going to put the lid on. The way you put the lid on is you have to have this little piece here on searing. What is it? Searing? This is on searing. You don't want it on venting because it releases the pressure. So you have to leave it on that. And you're going to put the lid on this where the lid is front to the machine. And you're going to hear it beeping and turn it to close. Now I'm going here. I'm going to set it to, can't see with my camera. We're going to shut it off right now. We're going to press manual. And I want it for 10 minutes. So we're going to up this to 10 minutes. Oops. And here we go. It's going to shut down. It's going to beep. And it's going to start cooking. Now make sure that this thing gets very hot. It's on now. Do not stay near it. It gets very hot. And when it beeps, it has to get up to pressure. It takes a while because like 15-20 minutes before it reaches pressure. Then it will start counting down 10 minutes. And once it reaches the 10 minutes, it will beep again and it will shut off and put on warming. You want to release the pressure immediately because you don't want it to overcook. So the way you release the pressure is this little button here. You push it to venting. And be very careful. I have to use a glove, my pot holder, to do it because the steam comes out and it's very, 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 very dangerous. So that is that. So now this is going to cook. I'm going to clean up my mess I made and I'll see you at the end. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in another video. Bye.